Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to this very channel. We are here with more news, more updates, and of course, we do things that concern you and myself. Please do subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the red subscribe button and also turn on your notification bell so that you'll be getting our videos as often as they come. Also, like and share. That's all you can do for us for now. Thank you very much. Now, Southeast is on fire. Simon Ekpa Jihake. The Biafra Liberation Army is chasing the governors kitty kata kata up and down. They don't even know what to do. They have lost their ego, they've lost their prestige, they've lost the rule. Yes, because of their wickedness. Biafra Liberation Army is now giving them chase of their life. So they are running to Abuja. As I speak now, all of them ran to Abuja. I tell you. Where did they go to in Abuja? They went to meet the Rebadu or something, security advisor, whatever, of Tinubu. They ran to Abuja. Rebadu meets Southeast governors behind closed doors. That's the headline of this news. Let me read exactly what I have before I dive into the explanation of what is actually going on in Southeast. The National Security Advisor to President B.L.A. Tinubu Nuhu Rebadu met the governors from the 5 Southeast states in Abuja behind closed doors on Monday. Although the agenda of the closed door session was not made known, there are speculations that it might not be unconnected to the worsening security challenges in Anambra, Enugu, Abia, Imo, and Ebonyi states. Last Wednesday, the Senate condemned the sit-at-home Monday's order from Simon Ekpa, and they want to extradite him. The upper chambers resolved to invite the Minister of Foreign Affairs when appointed and the relevant stakeholders to conduct a thorough investigation and bring other sponsors of the act to book. The Senate also rejected a recommendation for IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu's release, saying it would amount to sub judice, as his release was still in court. The illegal sit-at-home order is said to be enforced by a faction of the indigenous people of Biafra in 5 Southeast states. The unconditional order was declared in 2021 to press home demand for the release of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, who was detained by the Department of State Services and prosecuted for terrorism-related charges. All right, all this garbage you can see is coming from Nigerian government. They know how to lie. Let me tell you what is actually going on. They must have to release Nnamdi Kanu. It's a do-or-die affairs. If Abba Kyari will be moving around today as a free man, then Nnamdi Kanu should be flying. Because Nnamdi Kanu is just a freedom fighter, not a criminal of any sort. Abba Kyari is a criminal of all sorts, a killer of all sorts. All right, so Nigerian government should learn to behave well. They should learn to be democratic. The competent jurisdiction, their own court, has set Nnamdi Kanu free, that he has no case to answer, that they should send him back to Kenya where they abducted him from. Yes, they didn't follow the due process of arrest. Had it been they followed due process of arrest, they would have arrested Nnamdi Kanu from UK, not from Kenya. All right, so this one is pure abduction, we call it. And then Simon Ekpa, a disciple of Nnamdi Kanu, when other people rejected and fell apart, they fall apart because probably money. Some are bought, some are sold, some out of fear, they can't even stand the heat. So they gave way for Simon Ekpa to carry the cross. This guy is a very fierce fellow of Nnamdi Kanu. He is not even relenting in the order of sit at home. Every Monday in the Southeast is called Kanu's Day. So now the governors who have kept so quiet, they were telling them that silence in this matter is not golden. So that sit-at-home is now biting very hard. Number one is insulting them as governors because they have lost control. The other time I checked, Senate said if governors will be obeying sit-at-home order from Simon Ekpa and their workers obey sit-at-home order from Simon Ekpa, then it is actually Simon Ekpa that happened to be the governor of the whole of the Southeast. And that's the truth. So now we have counter notion. Normally they will send their police, they will send their army to go and kill whoever that protests. Even the people that are even not sitting at home, they will go and kill them and allege it to be Simon Ekpa and his Biafran Liberation Army that are killing. But no, now the issue is this. Nigerian army, they are no longer finding it funny because they are receiving it back to back. The Water Pro Max is even on the high gear. So they are suffering right there now as I speak because it's a long time they've been killing our people. And these people say release us to go. Conduct referendum. You can't be pushing us when you hate us so much. They notice that the marginalization is far too much. It is unbecoming. They are no longer comfortable with Nigeria government. And they say, no, it is a must that they all must be together. One Nigeria is sacrosanct. It is a must. These people say no, they can't continue with this. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu and free them to go. You can have your government and whoever that is complying with your government. So that is where they are right now as I speak. They cannot extradite Simon Ekpa because Simon Ekpa has been interrogated by Finnish government. They have interrogated him and they find out that he is in order. He is following the rule of law. All right. So civil disobedience is what you can do when you are not comfortable with rules that is guiding a particular place. Is either you come out on the streets to protest or you sit at home. You refrain from work. So, but the one that is actually working for the Southeast people is actually that sit at home. Because if they come out on the streets, Nigerian police, Nigerian army will kill them and hunt them like squirrel. So they noticed it over time and they stopped coming out to protest. They now sit at home. Yet, the tension is too high. Let me release what I have here as video. I'll be right back.
We are here on the instructions of Mr. President that we should all come together. Look at what is happening in the Southeast and see the possibility of helping the people of the Southeast to overcome the challenges of insecurity, some of the things happening there.
For the past 2 years, series of sit-at-home orders by the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra have crippled economic activities and led to the loss of lives, a situation the governors say has become very worrisome. Despite this situation, the governors say negotiation with the terrorists is off the table.
We're negotiating with you. A roadmap will be established and we will be in agreement. The communities will be involved, the state will be involved, federal government will be involved. We all have to do on one page. This meeting has been so useful and successful because federal government also have scaled up the actions and readiness to deal with the situation. The national security is a serious matter and very critical. And of course, we know that the operators in the Southeast, the interests are at various segments. Some are political, some criminality, some out of agitation of whatever marginalization they have claimed in the past.
The meeting also identifies unemployment, among other factors, as being responsible for the growing insecurity in the Southeast.
The truth about the matter is that it's all about criminality. People are benefiting from causing unnecessary fear and threatening people. Governments all over the world cannot be threatened. And we need to sound that note of warning that you cannot afford to sit at home when you have work to do. A lot of people live on a daily basis. The taxi drivers, the keke drivers, the woman that is selling pepper in the market, if you sit at home for 2 weeks, she will die of hunger. So it is null and void. That is what we can tell you.
Although some governors have instituted measures to discourage residents of the Southeast from obeying the sit-at-home orders, compliance with instructions by the state governments is still a challenge, as most businesses often remain short on such days. Ferdinand Duroha, Arise.
So you can see that's the news we have for you right now as we speak. So they are running and they cannot hide. And that's it. Thank you.